All the girls and the boys and people making noise, just let me hear you shout. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bump up your fists if you twist like this till the lights go out.
Hey everybody, I'm Aaron.
I'm Ethan.
We are starting a sports vlog called The Casey Chat, about sports, life, music.
That sounds about right.
Sounds about right. All right, so we're just going to jump in right now. Obviously, it's football season, basketball season, hockey season, some off-season baseball stuff we might get to, don't know. And Christmas. It's Christmas, man. 6 days away for Christmas? 5. 5 days away for Christmas. So, start that out. Ethan, what is your favorite Christmas song?
The Christmas song by Pentatonics. Because you got that beatboxer guy in there and he spits some sick beats.
Fair enough. Mine is All I Want for Christmas Is You, but not by Mariah Carey, it's by House of Heroes.
He's lying, it's by Justin Bieber.
Yeah, whatever. So, Ethan, start us off.
With what?
One of those. Take your pick.
I do like the Broncos. They could be out of the playoffs, which really makes me happy. Because I really don't like the Broncos.
Because you don't like the Broncos. Why else do you not like the Broncos?
Well, because Nanny's a fan.
Because Nanny's a fan. All right. If the Broncos lose the next 2 games, they would be tied with the Jets if the Jets go 1-1, and they would be in the playoffs.
For the first time in how many years?
Not the Jets, the Broncos.
Oh, the Jets. I thought you were talking about
If the Jets finish 11-5 by going 2-0, and the Broncos go 0-2, that would actually put the Broncos out of the playoffs, which I think would be really funny. Now, that said, so far, in the AFC, we've only got 2 teams qualified for the playoffs.
The Patriots?
Again.
And the Bengals.
And the Bengals. Do you see the Bengals as a possible team to beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship?
Well, didn't the Bengals already beat the Patriots? No, that was the Broncos. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think so because Andy Dalton, for one, broke his thumb.
That is true.
He may not be back for the playoffs. He should be.
They'll choke.
Because there's 5 weeks in between games for him. But 2, I agree with you. They'll choke. They do not do well in prime time. Thursday, Monday, and Sunday night games, this year they are 0-4. They don't have a win.
Nope.
That's why they choke, right?
Yep.
You're sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay. Can anybody beat the Patriots? So it's
Seattle
top 6 teams. Seattle. We're talking AFC.
Oh, Denver can.
Denver can. In New England.
Surprisingly.
You think so? Maybe. Alright. So, as it stands now, Denver has a 3 seed. Kansas City actually could win the West if they both finish at 11-5. So Kansas City has to win the next 2. Denver goes 1-1. At 11-5, Denver gets into the playoffs as the number 6 seed. Kansas City makes it in as the number 3 seed. And you're AFC West champion. Does anybody want the NFC East? Dallas is eliminated. They're done.
That's good.
They're not making it. But you still have the Eagles at 6-7 and the Redskins at 7-7. Make that. The Eagles are playing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So they still have a chance. They're playing Arizona and already losing.
They're not going to win.
They're not going to win. So, is it possible that you see a team from the NFC East finish at 7-9?
Well, yeah.
Do you think it'll happen? Washington's win today was huge for him. It really was.
Yeah.
It got him into a 500 position. If they go 1-1, they finish 8-8. They're at 500. They win the division. Now, I can't laugh too hard. You can't laugh too hard. Because 3 years ago, what was Seattle's record when they won the AFC West?
NFC West, you mean?
NFC West,
You
yeah.
said AFC West.
My bad.
Wasn't it like 7-9?
7-9.
7-9.
And they beat New Orleans. They were at home, and it was really loud, and there was an earthquake when Marshawn Lynch ran through the entire defense.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
But they were still 7-9. So is it possible that the NFC East has a 7-9 team for the second year in a row with a team sub 500? Winning a division? Sure, it's possible. Is it likely? Man, I don't know. I really don't know. For the NFC, we've got Carolina, Arizona, Green Bay, Seattle already qualified. Clinched their playoff spot today and or last week in the case of Carolina and Arizona. Do you see anybody being able to beat Carolina right now?
I don't know. With the way Cam Newton's dominating, it's going to be tough.
It is going to be tough. He is dominating. He dropped the ball. He almost lost the game for him today.
Okay, but he still won.
He still won. He still won. Do you think with no wide receivers that he has, Russell Wilson's numbers are better, Carson Palmer's numbers are better than Cam Newton's? Cam happens to be undefeated. The other guys have losses, which is fine. But age and experience, will that outweigh Cam and the Carolina youth? Because most of those guys on Carolina's team has never been in the playoffs. Even though they were in the playoffs last year, the guys that were there last year are hurt. They're out. Greg Olson's a beast at tight end.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Cam. And I don't know. Can they? Can they run the table?
They have a chance, yeah.
I think they'll run the table.
Oh, yeah.
I think they enter playoffs 16-0.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's going through Carolina to win. Which is nice because, you take Seattle, you take Green Bay. Hey, they get to go to warm weather to play.
That is true.
And that favors teams that I think have a better offense than Carolina does. Although Cam's proven he can throw the rock a little bit.
Yeah. Throw, run,
yeah,
do anything.
yeah, and
Give footballs to little kids.
give footballs to little kids. That's cool. Let's talk about that for just a second. I tagged you on Facebook with the article about him giving the balls to little kids.
He's like, what? Cam is a player, but...
I still question him as a player. I do. Never really been a fan.
Okay, I'd like to
But
see you get
as a
trucked
man-
over by a 6'5" guy. Try and stop him.
I'm just laying down.
Oh, I'd move.
I'm just gonna lay down, roll,
But then
run
he'll step
over
on
me,
you.
whatever. I'll just, as long as I'm out of your way, run. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I've just not been a fan. As a person, kudos. Mad props to this guy. He gets life.
But did you see when he ran, the ref didn't give him the ball, and he ran to the ball guy, took the ball from the guy.
That was actually Clay Matthews.
No, Cam did it too.
No, Clay threw the ball to the referee.
No,
It was
the
against Green Bay.
No, it was the referee.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the referee tossed
Okay.
it to him. So he ran over to the ball guy,
Got the ball.
got the ball, and gave it to the little kid.
Nice. Was that today?
No, that was last week or 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he gets life. He gives the ball to kids because he knows that may be the only time these kids ever get to a football game. And the value he puts on people far supersedes the sport. And I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, NFL done. Let's go to some hockey. I don't really have much on the NHL, although the Avs,
Have
they're
won
pretty
5
hot.
in a row?
They're pretty hot right
Was
now.
it 5? Is it 5?
It's
in a row?
5 in a row.
And that's when they score first.
When they
Two.
score first, and all those goals have come in the first period.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
They're just-
For as slow a start as they got,
They're big.
I gotta tell you, they have picked it up. Patrick Waugh has pushed buttons correctly. Whatever he is doing
Is working.
is working. Don't change it. Don't change it. Which is cool. I mean, all right. So, do you see that trend continuing? for the Avalanche, unlike the Flyers, who were like 0 for November, most of the way through November.
Sorry about that, by the way.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. That's the only reason I brought it up. I mean,
I see the Avs. They have a chance to go to the playoffs.
okay, I could buy that. I
They
can.
did 2 years ago, or
They
was
did?
it last year?
No, they went 2 years ago.
2 years ago. They almost beat the Wild to go on.
They did. They did.
I see them taking that farther this year.
You do. Okay. Do you think the realignment they did last year in the NHL has helped teams this year as opposed to last year? Everybody was kind of feeling it out, trying to figure out, okay, we don't have our traditional rivals anymore. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I mean, is that something you see as being helpful to the Avalanche now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because they don't have to play Vancouver?
Yeah. And that's a big rival for them, too.
It is.
I always love watching those games on
Yeah.
TV because
Yeah.
they fight a lot.
Yeah. Well, not as much as the old days when it was Detroit and Colorado. But
And
you missed a lot of that.
Philadelphia and Ottawa.
Yeah.
They did have that one game, though.
They did. But it's more Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. And man, those two teams just... Ask your cousin. Wendy knows. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh just hate each other. Even in football.
So does Boston and Montreal.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Well, it's original six.
True.
Boston, Montreal, Chicago,
So
Detroit.
speaking of Chicago, Patrick Kane is on a roll.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he's on a thick sheet of ice right now.
Yeah.
It's cushioning him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He can't... It doesn't matter who they play. He's not being stopped.
No.
If you're the opponent, do you tell your goon, sick him, hit him hard just once?
See what happens?
Yeah.
I might take a chance.
Is he too smart to get gooned out, though? Is he too smart for the other team's goon?
Yes.
I think
yes.
he is.
Oh, yes.
I think he is. I don't...
Yeah.
If I'm the coach, I do tell my goon, yeah, go. Do we have goons anymore in the NHL?
This is Dano Chara. But he's
He's not a goon,
He's
though.
not a goon, he does fight.
He's a beast,
He's 6'8".
but he's not a goon. I mean,
Really.
we don't have Marty McSorleys in the NHL anymore. We just don't. Oh, well.
No.
Speaking of hockey, local hockey,
Yes.
our Stampede.
Yeah.
They're fun to watch.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They're fun to go to games.
Oh yeah.
And they actually went 2-2 in Las Vegas this week.
Which is good for them. It kind of gets like, I'm pretty sure their next home game, more people will be there.
Next home game, more people will be there.
January 8th.
I know, January 8th. I thought it was the 7th.
It's the 8th.
8th, okay. I don't know if it's more people necessarily going to be there, but I think going 2-2 in a pretty big showcase where you have the entire Western States Hockey League there.
Yeah.
You play teams you don't play normally.
Like Seattle.
I think they played Seattle once last year, didn't they? I don't remember.
Not that
Anyway,
I remember.
they played Seattle. Okay, we are at 11 and 19, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so at 11 and 19, that's not good. It's not bad. You've got
Well, it's sure better than the late Tahoe
Tahoe Ice.
Icemen.
Yes. Okay, so
2-25.
Colorado Evolution, they're really bad in our division.
Yes.
So we're not last in the division. We're 11 and 19. It's close to 500. If you get on a roll, you can get there.
Oh yeah.
I think beating teams that you never see, you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
going 2-2 in a pretty big showcase should give you some momentum, wouldn't you think?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, really. Let's put it in your perspective. You won a game down at the Nooch.
Yeah, and then
You went out and won another one.
Well, the first one we lost because they were really big.
Okay,
They were really big and fast,
that's fair.
and then once we won the first game, we weren't going back.
Because you knew.
Because we knew.
So you won that game, you got on a roll.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
We won it.
You won the Nooch.
It was cool.
The Nooch, for those that don't know, is a huge, huge tournament, baseball tournament, down in Pueblo, Colorado. And teams from all over the region. Texas, Nevada, Wyoming, Colorado, obviously, New Mexico. Is there anybody from New Mexico there?
Not that I remember.
Yeah, there was. Farmington.
Farmington, yeah.
Farmington was there. So you've got teams from all over the Southwest and Midwest that go down. It's 5-day tournament.
Pretty close. 4
Yeah.
or 5 day.
5-day tournament. And it's huge. And you get scouts, pro scouts, college scouts. You get recruiters. You get all sorts of different people there.
Mm-hmm.
And Ethan's team
Happened to win it.
happened to win it last summer. So they're hopefully going back down this year to defend.
To defend our title.
And you want to win it too.
We're going to win it.
You want to win it.
Oh, yeah.
You want to win it.
We're going to win it.
Okay.
Our
Okay.
team's going to be good this year.
All right. So hopefully the momentum you had is something the Stampede can actually familiarize themselves with and get on a roll and win a couple. More than just, one every weekend. Make it like take the entire weekend.
Sweep?
Sweep.
Yeah.
3-game sweep would be nice.
Yeah.
So they only play Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. So, hockey, done, down. We've got basketball. The NBA. Who was better?
The Warriors.
The Warriors? Or the Spurs?
The Warriors. They're a lot faster on their feet.
Faster on their feet?
Yeah, because they don't have such many old guys.
Ouch. Those old guys are younger than me.
But still.
They're old. Duncan might be 40 now. I don't remember.
Duncan's 40.
I don't remember how old Duncan is. But yeah, they are getting up there in years. They're smart though. I'm not saying the Warriors aren't smart.
They're not going to...
But
Spurs defense is not going to hold the Warriors offense. Especially when you have outside shooters like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. And then you got the inside near, like in the paint, that's they get rebounds.
well, Draymond
Uh,
Green is
If you got a guy that's 6'10",
is okay. But I like San Antonio in the fact that they can pound it down low. And unfortunately for Golden State, they haven't faced many big men this year. Not that there's a lot of big men in the NBA anymore. But they haven't faced a big man that has the ability to just dominate inside like Tim Duncan does. And yeah, Duncan's old, but you do have that ability with your 4 and 5 in San Antonio to really just control an inside game, get offensive rebounds, and get the rebounds.
Mhm.
Even though when Golden State misses, they're usually long rebounds. You've got your 3, 4, and 5 for San Antonio that can kind of control that inner circle area. Because I'll tell you what, Ginobili, Duncan, Parker. Old, wise, crafty veteran. You've got the youth down in Golden State that is really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm getting my phone.
Oh.
Lucas probably texted me.
But, again, just not as crafty and as many years long in the tooth, basically, as San Antonio. I really like Golden State. I think they'll win it.
Again.
I think they'll face our boys in Cleveland again. Or the boys in Cleveland, not our guys, boys. I don't really have a basketball team anymore. I have Detroit. I'm still a Detroit fan. They're actually playing really well right now. Surprised.
How did
Shocking.
I still don't get the story on how you became a Detroit Pistons fan.
Long story short, it goes back to the late 80s. I needed a team to beat Boston because growing up north of Seattle, huge Sonic fan. Sonics were in the playoffs. Okay. They weren't going to make it in, so I needed a team from the East to beat the Celtics, and it was
You
the Pistons.
Just happened to pick the Pistons.
And it was the Pistons and Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. Isaiah Thomas tries to inbound the ball, and that Larry Bird dude just got in the way of the
He was
pass. Stole the ball. 3-point shot. Wins the game. I loved Isaiah Thomas. Great, great basketball team. And they had Dennis Rodman at the time, which at the time he was somewhat normal and not completely crazy.
Wacko.
Not completely crazy. And I love the way that Bill Laimbeer and Dennis Rodman played defense. They were nasty boys. They were the bad boys. And that's what drew me to the Detroit Pistons.
Like Spike Lee.
Like Spike Lee. Like Spike Lee. So let's go to some local basketball, though. Cheyenne East, your high school. The girls' team. Ranked number 1 in the state.
Well, it's because
Does that surprise you?
No. No.
First of the season, they weren't ranked number 1. They were ranked number 3.
That's all right, though.
But because they played games, they're
Let's just put
good.
it that way.
They are really good. And one of them apparently has already taken an unofficial trip to Laramie, correct?
I do believe
Okay, that's not bad. So,
you do a lot better, though.
getting recruited. Hey, Wyoming women,
I wish I could get
they're
recruited.
having a tough time this year because they've got a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores. They don't have many seniors. They graduated a lot of seniors last year.
Like,
But-
that's the guys.
But that's the guys, not the women. But Legursky can put together a squad. And if I'm from Cheyenne and I'm looking at going to a Mountain West school for women, I don't know. I've got Colorado State just down the road. I grew up in Cheyenne. I probably hate Colorado State as it is. Don't want to be a lamb.
No.
So, what other options do you have? San Jose State, California, okay, that could be kind of fun. San Diego State,
Warm weather.
warm weather. I don't know about their women's program. Joe Legursky is probably one of the better coaches, if not the best coach, in the Mountain West. So if Joe's calling and saying, hey, come visit us in Laramie, I don't blame the girls for going over there.
No.
I don't.
No.
And he keeps the top in-state talent. He has a track record for doing that and making them D1 players.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with that. On the girls' side, that's all there is, though. East, there's nothing else in Cheyenne.
No.
South and Central girls,
They're booty.
they got a couple votes. They can play. They're good. But they're not going to stop East. They're just not. Apparently our friends up in Gillette,
Ugh.
I take that term lightly, please, friends. Not so much. Frenemies?
No.
No?
Not it.
Not even close.
Enemies.
Enemies, period.
I'll fight every single one of them.
Sheridan, Gillette, I think those two might have a shot at beating East. But just think, if you're ranked number 1 already, this early in the season,
Mm-hmm.
and the Twins are juniors,
Juniors, they are juniors.
how good are they going to be next year?
I
Exactly. Exactly. Just like your volleyball team. 2-time state champions
in a row.
in a row with one more year left with your Twins, and they weren't the only ones on the team.
Mm-mm. They only graduated 2 seniors.
Yeah. They're freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
They scare me.
Well,
That's
I would be
not
scared.
just...
I would be scared of a girl too if she's 5'11".
I'm not talking height. I'm
and
talking
can
skills.
squat, and can squat a lot more than I can.
I'm talking skills. Just skills alone. These girls are phenomenal.
They're really good.
Phenomenal. And being scouted and recruited by D1 schools, gotta be really good for that.
Oh yeah.
Just a thought. On the boys' side.
Like I'm not.
On the boys' side, Cheyenne Central, number 1. Cheyenne South, number 3. And East, number 4. All 4 played this weekend. South went down to Greeley. No, South went to Greeley, right? Yes.
I believe so.
And dominated.
Mm-hmm.
South is good. They are 6-0 already. First time ever for the school to start undefeated. That's impressive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got to
I'm
give
not
it to
gonna-
your crosstown rival.
I'm not gonna say anything else.
Give it to your crosstown rival, though.
Okay.
Do you give him?
I give him props.
You give him props.
I
Okay.
give him props.
But you're going to beat him in basketball, right?
Yes, most likely.
Yes, most likely. You hope.
Ow. Yeah.
Is Jacob playing?
I don't know if he'll be back.
Don't know if he'll be back.
I talked to him at Dairy Queen the other night when we went after our filming thing,
Okay.
and he said he's feeling a lot better.
Good.
I just don't know if he'll be back yet. I don't
Don't
know
know.
if he'll have enough strength.
Okay. Okay. For those that don't know, Jacob Eason,
Jacob Ross.
Jacob Ross, there's a Jake Eason out in Lake Stevens, Washington, quarterback, was the Gatorade Player of the Year in the United States.
I did see that.
And Bobby Wagner gave him the award.
That's cool.
That is freaking sweet. That's why I said
That's cool.
Eason, because my mind was over there. Jacob Ross broke his leg in the playoffs, right?
Yes. First
First game against Rock Springs.
Yep.
Which is a huge loss because the boy is huge. He's kind of tall. 6'10"?
He's 6'8",
6'8".
6'7", I think.
Okay, 6'7", 6'8". Once you get past 6'2", for me, you're just huge. Just huge.
Yeah.
And he's good. He can dominate inside. And he's a sophomore.
He's a junior
He's a junior.
as well.
So, how can he be a sophomore and a junior?
No, he's just a junior.
Oh, he's just a junior. Okay.
He's just a junior.
So he's a junior, and that's a huge loss for East because he was their big guy. He could take over a game.
He could get the rebounds.
He could get the rebounds. He could
All
block
you, all you have to do is he could just reach over the guy and there you
There you go.
There's the ball.
Peoples, though.
Peoples is
You got Peoples there.
he's good.
Who else you got returning? I don't remember.
You got Elijah Oliver.
Oliver.
He
Okay.
has a really good outside shot. Let's just say that.
Okay.
And then you have Eric, his younger brother, is a freshman on varsity.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
He has a good outside shot as
Another
well.
good outside shot. Do you ever think, growing up, those two might have a little competition thing going on?
Oh, they do. I talk to Eric every day. They do.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So they do. How do you see this year playing out for the Cheyenne schools? Do all three qualify for state?
Yes.
So that means in the East, who doesn't qualify for state? Gillette?
No. No, they don't.
Gillette doesn't qualify for state.
No, they don't.
Okay. Who else is in your division?
I don't know.
East Laramie.
Laramie?
Because you take 4
Mm-hmm.
to regionals, right?
Yep.
Okay. No, you take all 6 go to regionals, right?
I don't know.
I think all 6 go to regionals, regardless. You got Laramie, the 3 Cheyenne schools, Gillette.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3, 5. There's one more team, and I don't remember which.
Is it Rock Springs?
Not in the East.
No.
They're West.
Oh. Evanston?
Sheridan.
Sheridan. That was close.
Sheridan's in the East, I do believe.
That was close.
So you take those 6 to regionals, 4 qualify for state. All 3 Cheyenne schools qualify for state?
I don't know. South could choke at any time.
Well, historically they have,
Mhm.
but they did go to state last year.
Central could choke at any time as
Central
well.
could choke at any time as well. Okay, so you're locking
'Cause they
East
have-
for state.
Yeah.
Gillette for state?
No. No.
No?
Mm-mm.
No, you just don't have it in you to say
Nope.
yes they
I
can.
don't have it in me.
Okay. Sheridan?
Sheridan, maybe.
Maybe. Okay, so you
They-
still got one lock here. And you've got 3 teams left for 4 positions.
I don't know.
I say one Cheyenne school doesn't make it.
It's either going to be Central or South.
Okay, so you got 2 Cheyenne schools. I would probably go because of age. You're looking, because South graduated a really good crop of kids last year.
Central's going to...
Central has a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And their coach has a history of winning.
Yes, that is true.
I would think you know that,
I know that.
but I could be wrong. Maybe you don't.
No.
But their coach does have a lot of experience winning, and he
Mhm.
has taken teams that really shouldn't have won
And
to winning.
yeah,
So Tag does a good job of doing that. He's going to do it again.
Mhm.
I say East, Central to State.
Mhm.
I say Gillette to State. I know that kills you.
You better sleep with one eye open tonight.
Why, you know where I sleep?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay, and you get Florida State. Laramie graduated a lot of kids last year too, so I don't think Laramie's going to be really good. So I think
Sheridan.
Sheridan, yeah. So those are your 4 from the East going to State. The one that could flip-flop, I would think, is Gillette,
They need to choke.
but they won the state football title,
Ooh.
and their quarterback plays basketball too, and he's a stud. He is a stud. So
Forget about Gillette. Just move
if
on.
a team loses out of those 4, it's gonna be Gillette. Gillette would be out and lose to South. Could you live with that one? Would you be happy with your crosstown rivals beating Gillette?
Oh yeah, I'll give
Okay.
them props.
Fair enough.
I'll go to that school and raid that.
There you go. There you go. So anyway, that's all we've got. Do you have anything else? Yeah, put you on your spot. Come on, put your TBTV skills to work here. I know you have a script for your TV thing.
I normally read it off of a
Yeah,
teleprompter.
teleprompter. I know.
and it's
I
already
know.
planned out.
Yes,
All I
and
have to
that
do
is not a
read off of
teleprompter.
it.
We
No,
do
it's
not have a
a
teleprompter.
video camera.
So ad-libbing here might help you a little bit.
I have to keep it rated G though.
I know you do.
Per Mrs. Brantz.
What, for TBTV? Or for here?
Oh, for anything.
For anything?
Yeah. Keep it rated G.
Thank you, Mrs. Brantz. I'll let you go PG.
Peachy.
PG's fine. Maybe even
PG.
PG-13.
Ooh.
Maybe even PG-13.
PG-13. I like rated R.
Eh. If the topic demands rated R, then we can do rated R. But I'm thinking that probably won't happen too much because we do want to keep it clean. Because we'll probably have some younger folk watching us, right?
Maybe.
Right. And if Rainey watches us, remember Rainey got mad at me for what I said one day because she said no, Aaron's a clean Aaron, and doesn't cuss. I didn't even cuss. I didn't cuss. Rainey, I know you'll be watching this. I didn't cuss. You just think I did. Anyway, we're done. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Join again next week. Not sure when we're going to do it. We've got holidays coming up with Christmas, New Year's Day. A lot of football probably to be discussed.
We might just do a Christmas special edition.
Might do a Christmas special edition. I like that idea.
I just
You
came
never
up
know.
with that on the spot.
See? Ad lib. Like it. Never know. But definitely join us.
With special guest Lucas Ross.
There you go. Lucas, be ready.
What's going on with the camera? It's shaking everywhere.
It is.
Ah!
Ooh. Scary. Anyway.
Dad, stop it.
Yeah, my legs aren't long enough to touch your bed. Sorry. Anyway, thank you again. Check us out on our Facebook pages. We'll put links down there below so you
Our
can see it.
YouTube channel.
Our YouTube channel. You're obviously there so you know how to get to it. So you won't need that link. But we'll put it on Facebook so you can jump over to YouTube and see it.
We need as many views as possible as well.
And as many fans. So share us. Show us some love. Because we need it. We're just two guys having fun with each other.
That sounded weird.
That sounded really bad. Rated R right there.
Rated G.
My bad. Anyway. We're just two guys enjoying talking shop, talking sports. And that one right there has the dirty mind. But he's 17. You can't blame him.
You're the one
Entirely. Take it easy. We'll talk to you later.
Twist like this till the lights go out.